Hello and welcome to episode 21 of this community game development series. Now, as you know, we're working in Python. We have just added the adversary, and now we're going to add all the other enemy elements or entities, such as in the original one there was fireballs and arrows and stuff like that. We're going to do similar sort of thing. So what I'm going to do is we'll go over to the Raspberry Pi and we'll see what we've got at the moment. Yeah. So I'll turn on the keyboard. There we go. Go into the Raspberry Pi. Load it up. There we go. So you know that I am coding through the computer via VNC, but I've actually got my little keyboard that talks to the Pi. So there we go. Right, so we will run this. Oh, gotta get used to it. Oh, it's F5. Oh, I've got an F5. Let's try that. F5. No? F5. There we go. Cool, it's a bit slow. It's very hot today. Another roasting hot summer's day in the UK. Right, let's escape that. Right, see, it's taking too long. Let's try this again. Now it's sorted itself out. Ooh, no, that's what I want. Back, that one. Here we go. So I'm on the Raspberry Pi, and so our adversary is floating down. So what we want to do now, so let's just leave them there. We want things coming along here, so she has to jump over them. Things going across the top to try and stop her jumping over the things that are coming down here. And we need many different types of adversary or entity, and as Minecraft would call it, mobs. Not passive mobs, but mobs. So that's what we're going to try and do. Alright, so I've done a bit of cheating. I've coded this already on the... Let me just put the Raspberry Pi keyboard away. Done a bit of cheating. I've already coded quite a bit of this, as you guys know, from my Discord. So I'm just going to copy and paste the code, and you're going to see what I've got. So first things first. Alright. We're going to add a new file, and this one is going to be called rock. So this is, we are going to have rocks and boulders. Yeah. So I'm just going to copy all this, copy and paste it in here. Right. So basically it's the same as the player. Yeah, so we initialize the game, we're actually passing in what size of rock we want. We're loading in the animation set for the sprite. We've got a frame counter, and we've got the image creator and the hitbox generator. We're telling it where to put it with 0 velocity, because we don't want it to move. Then our basic settings is there. I don't know why that's saying settings is not there. So we want to oh, it's very warm today. I don't know why it's saying settings there. Let me look. Have I got stage width in settings? I don't think I have. No, I haven't. Right. So stage width 930. Stage height 480. That should do it. Come on. There we go. Just got rid of it. And so we're testing for the width, and then we're just basically stopping it. Yeah. But what I want to do is I'm going to get it to start again, so it loops round for the moment. So I'm going to rem out the velocity killer. And so it means that it will just go round and round the screen. Then we've got our frame counter that controls the animation. We've got our direction stuff and all that jazz, right? And this is basically an activation of a sprite, because we're going to reuse the sprites. All right. So let's load that into the game. So we need import rock. So we're importing the rock, and I think, yeah, we've got an enemies group. So what we're going to do is we're going to add, I'm going to copy this, and we're going to add another thing called rock1. So it equals rock.rock and itself, and we're going to make it 30 big. Then we're going to add rock to that and rock to that. So this should now allow us to see a rock on the screen go whizzing past. Let's try it, shall we? And it should go whizzing past. Ooh, and we've blown it. What we've blown? Couldn't open asset. Ah, that's because I've forgotten something. Yeah. Right, where is it? Where is it? There it is. So what we've got is some rocks. So this is boulder animation. And it's basically spinning, rotating. Can you see it? So that's what we're going to copy into the Raspberry Pi, yeah? So, and that's what it's complaining about, because we haven't copied this line. So we're going to copy that into said Pi. Hunchback. And we are calling it rocks. I think it's rocks. Is it rocks? Yep, rocks. Paste. Right then. Now that's done. Let's go back onto it. Run. Right. Now, what have I not done? Oh, I didn't activate it, did I? Oh, I didn't activate. So let's activate it. So game. Yeah, I didn't activate it, did I? So it's rock1. Ooh. rock1 dot reactivate sprite, alt bracket, and we are going to put it at 260, which is the level of our thing. We are going to make it go right, and we are going to make it what speed? 3. Right, that should give us a sprite. There we go. 1 sprite. And it's going slower than we are. And it should come back. It should. And it hasn't. Why didn't it come back? If the direction is right, excuse me. Oh, that's the starting point. So if the position is less than 150, or it's greater than... Oh, I had the resetting of the position out. Let's try that again. There we go. So we're following it. And it should come back. Come back. Come back, rock. Oh, it hasn't. Well, it doesn't really matter anyway. It's just showing that it's coming out. Because that code's going to get remmed out, as you can see. Because we do something else, yeah? So, that's rock. So, we're going to do another one. Which is called... Yeah, we'll do that one first. That's the impressive one. Right, so we'll create another one. And this one is, we don't need that keyboard for a start. It's called Fireball. And it's exactly the same as the other one, but slightly different. There we go. So we're loading in the game in itself. We're setting up, but we've got 3 animation sets now because there's 3 different types of flames. So it's defaulting to flame 1, and it's doing exactly the same as before. Now I'm not going to change this. I'm just going to let it just do the one, and then that's it. But it does the frames and all that. But this time we've got 3 different sets. So let me load. Here we go. So if we go back and to Fireball, here is our fireballs. So this is set 1, set 2, set 3. There you go. And basically what this does is it allows us to have a fireball going across the screen. So that's what we're going to do. So let me copy that into the Pi. Paste. That's it. So we're going to do the same thing as before. So we're going to go into game. We need to import the new mob. So fireball. And we need to create a new enemy sprite. So here we go. So this is what we're going to do. So let's insert that there, and we'll call this fireball 1. Copy that into there, into there, into there. So this is saying, this is now not saying a thing, it's saying side. Oh, no. Fireball dot fireball. And this should be asking for the set. Oh, okay. So it's here, it's asking for the set then. speed, comma, set. So we'll put set 1 in first, and we'll have that at 260 as well. No, we'll have it at 230. We just want to see it, and it's set 1, so it's going to run at the same speed as the ball, so the boulder. So let's run this. Get my keyboard out so we can follow it, and I bet, yeah, it's running away from us. Look, it's running away from us. But that's set 1. So we could, let me copy it so you can see what the other sets are. So the beauty of Python is you don't have to instantiate another variable. So this one will say set 2 and this one set 3. So we'll say that's at 230, this one is at 200, and we'll say this one's at 170. So you can see what they all look like. Right, go back to main, hit that, go. Right, got my keyboard. Here we go. There you go. So there's the 3 sets, look. How about that? So that's the fireball. And our next one is, oh yes, let's create another file. Let's put this keyboard away. And this one is called axe. Well, not just axe.py. Right, so we'll just copy all this axe information in. And it's like saying it's exactly the same as the previous ones. Exactly. Same structure. The only difference is there is on the reactivation it has a different thing. So this one's got colour. Because you'll see from the pictures we have 2 different colours. But everything is still the same. So it's just loading, it's going all the way through. So let me show you what the axes look like. There you go. So we've got blue and red axes, so we'll just copy that onto the Raspberry Pi. Where's the Raspberry Pi? There. That's it. And what we'll do is we'll go into game. This time we'll import axe. And we'll just grab one of them, one of these, change it to axe 1, don't think this needs anything else, nope. So add axe in there, and then we'll activate it. And this one will say 140 going right, but this time it's not asking for a set, it's asking for colour, blue. And we'll copy this again. This time we'll set it at 100 and we'll say this is red. Right. God, it's warm today. Come back in there. Get my little keyboard up and running. There we go. Press Ctrl F5. Enter. Get my fingers on the keys so I can keep up. And we should, there you go, 2 axes. Let me just do that again for you, so you can see. There we go. And each one of these will kill her if she hits them. So that's it, effectively. 20 minutes. I suppose I could put in the other thing as well. Right, let's do that. We'll put the other thing in as well. So, Hunchback, when you play it, you're aiming for something, a goal, and the goal is ultimately to save Esmeralda, I think it is. But on each step, he has to grab a bell, doesn't he? But I can't find a bell, so what I'm going to do is we're going to call it, and this is a coin. Right, and let me copy that in as well. So it's exactly the same as our enemies, so it's exactly the same code. When you look at it, it's exactly the same code. Just a few tweaks here, like because of the framing, some of the animation has smaller frames than others. But this is just the same, yeah? This is just the same. So, if we go into game, we need to import coin. And here, we'll add it here. So, self dot, I think I've called it goal. Yeah, I think I've called it goal. So in new, yeah, self.goal, because it is a goal, equals coin dot coin, and we add that to the all sprites. But this one has parameters. So game, so that's self, comma, x. So that's going to be settings dot screen width, and we'll say minus 100. And y will make it at 140. So it's hovering. So the animation for the coin is here. So it's just basically a rotating coin. So we'll copy that into our Py directory. There's another asset, and then we should be able to run this, and we should see the coin. Let's get the keyboard switched on. Yeah, press enter. Ooh, what have I done? What have I done? Vec2 must... Is that in coin? Vec2 must be initialized with two real numbers. But they are real numbers. What's it? Let's do that again. Main, go, go. Right, so we're definitely in coin PI, and we're there. So I'll get rid of that. So it's this, X and Y. But X and... Have I not changed something? Have you guys been shouting at me? Well, that's right. Screen width minus 100. Oh, what's this self.self? Game X, Y size. Y size. 70. That's what was missing. Right then. Let's try again. There we go. So this is our goal. So we would jump to get it while we're dodging everything that's been thrown at us. Well, that's essentially all the assets on the screen. Yeah, that's essentially all the assets on the screen. So we now start thinking of levels and stuff like that. Okay. That's a good place to stop. So we've got the assets on the screen. Let me just run this again so you can see them. There we go. So there are all the assets. We've got our goal up here. So yeah, all it is now is just creating levels with a combination of everything, the maps or the enemies and all that jazz. Right. I think that's a good place to stop. Well, 28 minutes. Oh, I'm doing well. Doing well. Alright then, this is a good place to stop. So the next one we'll start thinking about how we're going to create the levels, the levels that people have to do, yeah? So, with that, I will say, if you like the video, hit that like button. If you didn't like the video, fine, hit the dislike button. Always leave me a comment because I try and answer them all. And if you like what I do, then think about becoming a patron of mine. Because all the money raised in Patreon is used for the channel. And I know you guys are shouting at me right now that I haven't checked it in, which I'm doing now. Right, checking all the changes. That's on all stage. So this is episode 21 code changes. And I know that the last video I didn't do it, but I did. If you look in the history, you'll see that I did. Right, tick that, put it into Git. So that's all now gitted. Excellent. Right. I've said all the end bit. I will see you in the next video. Take care. Bye. I'd like to thank all the patrons that are contributing to my channel. Without you guys, I wouldn't be able to do what I'm doing right now. Thank you very much.